Hello and welcome to Zero Chi. Did you know that nearly 80% of people who try meditation feel like they're just not doing it right? They start off with the best intentions, hoping to find peace or clarity, but end up feeling frustrated, distracted, or even giving up entirely. If you're one of those people who've struggled to quiet the mind, or wondered if you'll ever reach that state of inner stillness, you're in the right place. I've been meditating for over 20 years now, and I'm going to share the secret to achieving what's called the state of no mind or zero thought, where true meditation begins. So stick around, because in this video, I'm going to explain what meditation is, why it's so hard, and the secret to meditating, along with 11 techniques you can start using today. Meditation, at its core, is a practice of focusing the mind, but it's crucial to understand this isn't the same as concentration. You're not clinging to what you're focusing on. You're simply watching, observing, listening, existing. You might observe your thoughts, your breath, or maybe a sound. The key is not to be attached to it, to watch without grasping, because the ultimate goal here is to reach a state of no mind. Achieving no mind means opening up, becoming a channel, an open channel to source energy, your spirit guides, ancestors, whatever resonates with you. In this state, you're in the energy of receiving, uninterrupted, clear, aligned and at peace, allowing divine insights to flow in naturally. Now, I know many people struggle with meditation and never quite get there. There's a reason for that. The mind naturally rebels. It's not in the mind's nature not to think. The mind is wired to be curious and wander. So when people say, "I can't meditate," often it's their own mind getting in the way. And this shouldn't be surprising. I've heard so many people say they can't meditate because they have ADHD, and I get it. It's tough. But the hard truth is, we've all been conditioned to have this distracted state of mind. Society has conditioned us to multitask and be constantly stimulated. It's no wonder we can't sit still. We've practiced distraction so well that we've become experts at it, even if it's working against us. If focusing the mind is hard for you, that's exactly why you should meditate. Yes, meditation has massive benefits. It calms the mind, reduces stress and anxiety, clears mental fog, not to mention it heals the body, mind, and spirit. But just know, the practice itself isn't something you have to get right. There is no one right way. Meditation is either happening or it's not. Meditation itself is effortless. It doesn't need a technique, but the techniques we use to prepare the mind, that's where the effort comes in. To truly meditate, you need to master your mind first, which is why you need to use a technique as a starting point to prepare your mind for meditation. But it's essential not to cling to it too tightly. The technique is simply a tool to help quiet the mind, a bridge to cross. But if you hold on to it with too much focus or seriousness, it becomes a distraction itself. Many people get stuck here. They tire themselves out, fall asleep, or give up entirely because they're too rigidly attached to the technique. If you're so concentrated on perfecting the method, you'll miss the point where meditation begins. That's the secret. It doesn't matter what technique you use. The real art is in knowing when to drop the technique and allow yourself to simply be. Once the mind settles, the technique must fall away like training wheels, leaving you open to the state of no mind. Only then can you arrive fully at meditation, in an effortless state of awareness beyond technique. So let's talk about some of these techniques, because in reality, Meditation doesn't need technique, but the mind does. These are tools, ways to help us master our minds so that meditation can simply unfold. Here are 11 powerful techniques that you can start using today. 1. Breathing exercises. Breathing techniques such as pranayama from yogic traditions or tamo from Tibetan practices focus on the breath as a way to calm the nervous system and quiet the mind. In pranayama, you use controlled breathing patterns like alternate nostril breathing or deep belly breaths to balance energy within the body, helping to create a state of relaxation and mental clarity. Tamo, on the other hand, involves deep rhythmic breathing combined with visualization to generate inner heat and a heightened sense of awareness. These methods anchor the mind in the present moment, which helps to reduce distractions, making it easier to transition into a meditative state. 2. Yoga. Yoga isn't only a physical practice, it's also a powerful preparation for meditation. Moving through poses helps release physical tension, balance energy, and foster an awareness of the body and breath. By unifying breath with movement, yoga harmonizes the mind and body, creating a sense of inner stillness and readiness for meditation. After practicing yoga, the body is relaxed, the breath is calm, and the mind is more focused, making it easier to sit in meditation without distraction. 3. Qigong. Qigong is a Chinese practice that combines gentle physical movements, breath control, and mental focus to cultivate and balance the vital energy, known as qi, within the body. The slow, deliberate movements in Qigong help relax the body and promote energy flow, while the breathing techniques center the mind, creating an ideal state for meditation. By harmonizing breath, movement, and intention, Qigong serves as both a meditation in motion and a way to build internal strength and clarity. Many find that practicing Qigong before sitting meditation helps release tension, ground the body, and focus the mind, making it easier to settle into a deeper state of meditation. 4. Sound therapy, binaural beats and frequencies. Binaural beats and specific hertz frequencies help synchronize the brain's hemispheres and create a relaxed meditative state. Binaural beats work by playing slightly different frequencies in each ear, which the brain interprets as a third tone, promoting brainwave states associated with relaxation, focus, or deep meditation. Frequencies like 432 Hz and 528 Hz are often associated with feelings of peace, balance, and healing. Beyond these, theta and delta waves are highly effective for calming the mind and body, creating a deep relaxation suited for meditation. Alpha waves foster a calm, focused state often linked with reduced stress, while gamma waves support moments of insight and heightened awareness found in advanced meditation. Listening to these frequencies helps the mind entrain to these beneficial states, making conditions ideal for meditation and enhancing concentration and clarity. 5. Vipassana. Vipassana, often called insight meditation, is a Buddhist practice that involves observing sensations, thoughts, and emotions with non-attachment. Practitioners focus on bodily sensations, observing them as they arise and pass without reacting or clinging to them. This practice cultivates awareness and insight into the impermanent nature of all experiences, helping practitioners detach from the mental chatter and the constant flow of thoughts. By simply observing sensations and thoughts, Vipassana fosters a sense of detachment and clarity, creating an open mind, ready for meditation. 6. Neguan. Inner observation. Neguan, or inner observation, is a Taoist practice that involves turning attention inward to observe the flow of sensations, thoughts, and emotions as they arise. Rather than directing awareness outward, Neguan gently encourages practitioners to explore their inner landscape with curiosity and non-judgment. By observing without interfering, Naguan fosters a deeper understanding of the self and helps dissolve the boundaries between observer and observed, leading to a natural stillness. It's a practice that requires patience and surrender, and over time, it supports a gentle and profound awareness of one's inner world. 7. Metta, loving-kindness meditation. Metta, or loving-kindness meditation, involves sending thoughts of goodwill and kindness to oneself and others. Practitioners begin by focusing on themselves, silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be peaceful," and then extending these feelings toward loved ones, acquaintances, and even those they find difficult. This practice cultivates compassion, reduces feelings of isolation, and opens the heart. As metta redirects the mind toward positive emotions, it creates an inner warmth and openness, making the transition to a state of meditation more gentle and natural. 8. Chanting. Chanting mantras or sacred sounds creates vibrational energy that can focus and calm the mind. By repeating a mantra, practitioners engage their breath, voice, and hearing, anchoring awareness in a rhythmic cycle. The vibrations of chanting have a calming effect on the nervous system and help to center the mind, making it easier to let go of distractions. Over time, the mantra becomes a point of focus that gently fades, allowing the practitioner to enter a state of silent awareness and stillness. 9. Affirmations and mantras. Affirmations and mantras involve the silent or vocal repetition of positive statements or phrases that create a steady, calming rhythm for the mind. Affirmations like "I am at peace" or traditional Sanskrit mantras such as Om help train the mind to focus, quiet inner dialogue, and build a positive mental state. By regularly using affirmations or mantras, practitioners reinforce positive thought patterns and create a clear and receptive mind, ready for meditation. Over time, the mantra fades, leaving the mind calm and open to deeper states of awareness. 10. Visualization. Visualization is a practice where you focus on mental imagery, often calm and serene scenes, to bring the mind into a relaxed state. For instance, you might imagine a peaceful beach, a mountain, or a gentle light that fills your body. Visualization provides the mind with a gentle point of focus and engages the imagination in a calming, non-judgmental way. This can be particularly helpful for those who find it difficult to sit with a silent mind, as it creates a pathway to deeper relaxation and focus, setting the stage for meditation. 11. Zuowang, emptiness meditation. Zuowang, which translates to sitting and forgetting, is a Taoist meditation technique that invites practitioners to release all conscious effort and attachment, merging with the experience of simply being. Unlike other techniques that involve focusing on breath, thoughts, or sensations, Zuowang is about letting go of everything, including identity and expectations. Practitioners sit quietly, allowing thoughts and sensations to come and go without attachment, eventually reaching a state of openness and unity with the flow of existence. This technique can feel challenging due to its simplicity, but it ultimately brings a sense of vastness and tranquility as you become one with the natural, effortless state of the Tao. These are just a few techniques you can try. Remember, the goal isn't to master a technique itself, but to use it as a bridge, creating a space where meditation can happen naturally. With consistent practice, your mind learns to settle, and meditation becomes as natural as breathing. So find what resonates, try different methods, and over time, watch how meditation transforms your experience of life. Just remember, use the technique, then abandon it. Now that we've covered techniques and how to use them, remember that meditation is a journey, a practice that grows with consistent effort. You can read 1,000 books or listen to countless talks about meditation, but until you put it into action, they're only ideas. Meditation is meant to be experienced. Each time you practice, you move a little closer to that inner stillness, to where true enlightenment happens. And if you're curious about diving deeper, I'll be releasing separate videos exploring each of these techniques in more detail. So, start wherever you are, let the process unfold, and over time, meditation will become as natural as breathing, leading you to inner peace and clarity. Show up, keep practicing, and let it transform your mind and your entire experience of life. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Drop an orange heart in the chat and tell me, do you have a favorite technique? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for being here with me. I love you. Namaste.